It's a sketch comedy podcast show.
All right, that was great. I want everybody to give a warm welcome to the stylings of Ross and Rice. So the other day, I realized I was doing something really odd, and I didn't know if it was a normal thing or not a normal thing. It was just I was driving in my car, and I just started crying.
Did your parents make you cry in a car growing up? Did they do things in the car that were upsetting?
My mom was a huge Barry Manilow fan, and anytime I tried to talk to her, what she would do is just turn up the radio, whatever Barry Manilow song was on. So when I tried to talk to her about the first time I got beat up at school, Copacabana was on.
So in essence, your mother invalidated you by taking one of these awful events in your life and making it about a party. That's pretty invalidating of her. Was her name Mandy too?
Ironically, it was Mandy. I think that's why she was such a Barry Manilow fan. And my dad absolutely hated Barry Manilow.
Kind of upsetting. Is this the dynamic that you saw your parents go through? Do you think there's any connection to how this led you to ending up on stage here tonight?
Possibly. I just never felt like I was listened to as a child. Increasingly did more and more things to get attention to myself. I was known as the streaker in high school because I'd get high before school and run through the campus naked to just get the attention. Unfortunately, I grew up in Minnesota.
So this was how you were really starving for attention and really reaching out to your parents to get their attention. Some people do it different ways. You had to go streaking in cold weather. Has that led you down a path of bad decision making? And thus, is there something you need to say into the mic to your parents? Are they even in the audience at that rate?
My dad passed away at a Barry Manilow concert with somebody else. Had a heart attack and just died to the song Mandy. My mom has never come to see me because she is worried that I will just make her a nervous wreck stage. She just doesn't want to be around to see me fail, but she's very sure I'm going to fail.
So does this keep reverberating through your life of this continual failure and invalidation from your parents? Did they meet on a weekend in New England? Because it seems like you've had a long trajectory historically of these missteps with your parents who couldn't get their musical tastes in order. So I'm not sure how they were going to be able to raise you.
Yeah, it's been very confusing. Both parents gave me different types of advice.
All the mixed messages.
A lot of mixed messages. When I was going to go get my license, for instance, my mother told me, don't go get your driver's license. You're going to get in an accident and die. And my dad said, you should really go get your driver's license because you might go out and drive around, have a lot of fun, get in a car accident and die. And it was really confusing.
Did anybody in your family go for therapy? It doesn't sound like they did.
Both my parents were therapists.
Wow, it sounds like it worked out phenomenally. I was wondering if work tonight on stage is helping you to grow your self-esteem at all. How do you think the crowd is reacting to you? Are they reacting differently than your parents? Or is this like the same shit over and over where maybe it's time for you to actually start blaming your parents for where everything went in life?
Man, I feel like that's just a breakthrough. I just need to start blaming my parents. Thank you so much, Dr. Ross. All right, and that's the therapeutic stylings of Ross and Rice.